Don't take any of my settings now and use it. You have to make your own settings. Okay, I'm just giving you examples. Okay. So usually this is set for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, the operator will shake the basket and close the lid. Okay.
Time.
This is the cooking time. This is the complete time. Okay. So you can change it up and down. Okay. I move forward. This is the temperature, the cooking temperature. Okay. Also, you can modify up or down. Okay. You move forward.
Pressure, yes.
Pressure, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
30.
Step 2. I can cook in multiple steps. Okay. Step 2, add 15. This is, we set the time for 10 minutes, 30 seconds. This is the 15 seconds at the end of the cycle.
Yeah.
Okay. We lower the temperature.
Pressure no.
Pressure no. This is to release the pressure before the end of the cooking cycle. Okay. So at 10 minutes, 15 seconds, I start releasing the pressure. After those 15 seconds, the pressure will be off, so the operator will be directly able to open the lid. Okay. I move forward. Step 3. I can go up to 9 steps, but whenever I set a step at 0, that means this step is not activated. I will not have step 4, step 5, step 6. Okay? So step 3 is at 0, that means it's deactivated. Alarm 1 at 0, so the alarm will sound at the end of the cooking cycle.
Quality timer.
Quality timer. There are 2 uses for quality timer. Some people use it when you take out the chicken and you put it in your holding cabinet or your display.
That's holding time.
This will be hot.
Yeah, some people use the quality timer when you take out the basket, you hang it here, it's the dripping time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it depends on the user.
Yeah.
Okay. If I set a time here, if I set it for half an hour, after half an hour I will get an alarm that the chicken is now half an hour in my display, it's not good anymore.
Discard. Load compensation.
Load compensation, it's set to 5. Okay, now we need some attention. You know what is load compensation?
Yeah.
You do?
How many loads?
It's almost this, because this is a 4-head unit.
Yeah.
But every time I'm dropping a different portion. Sometimes it's 1 chicken, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. But I'm working with the same temperature. Okay? And same time. The computer will calculate how much the temperature dropped when I put my basket in the oil. Okay? So I'm cooking at 350. When I drop my basket, the 350 will go down. The temperature will drop. Let's say until 330, 300. Then it will rise again. The computer will calculate this time. How much temperature dropped and how much time it took to go back to 350. How it will compensate this temperature drop? It will add time to the cooking time. Okay, so if I'm standing in front of the unit, I have my chronometer. I set my cooking time at 10 minutes 30 seconds. I start the cooking time and I start my chronometer at the same time. I can see that there is a difference between the computer clock and my clock.
Because the clock for this one here,
It's not seconds. This is sensitivity. It's between 0 and 20. It's not seconds, it's not time, it's not temperature. This is how much I need. How much I need the
recovery time. That's the recovery time.
It's almost like the recovery time. But it's how much I need the computer to be sensitive. how much to respond to this temperature. Okay? So, maximum is 20. Okay, so this is the most sensitive. And minimum is 0, that means it's deactivated. Okay, so on off, if I set it on 10 minutes, 30 seconds, it will go only for 10 minutes, 30 seconds. It will not calculate the temperature drop, it will not calculate anything. Okay? Load compensation reference. This should be the same temperature as the cooking, the cooking temperature. Okay, this is to tell the computer that this is my reference, my temperature reference. This is when it will take this temperature as a reference and we will do the calculation. Okay, so we will know how much time to add. Sometimes 2 seconds, sometimes 3 seconds, depends. Go to idle after done.
Yes.
Okay, so after my product is done,
Idle.
you can go directly to idle
By yes.
if you set it to yes. Okay?
Filter after
Filter after.
Five.
After how many cooks? I
5
need to
cooking.
filter. After 4 cooks, the computer board will tell me
As filter.
now.
Need filter.
Of course, you can add or decrease.
Yes.
That's it for product number 1. So if I select all the products here, I will go through all the steps again. Okay? Again, to go into programming mode, 1, 2, 3. You can select any product you want. You have also the option to copy a product, erase a product, reset a product. Reset the product, it will go again to the factory settings. Erase all, you will erase all the products you have entered. We have something called program level 2. You press program and you hold. Okay, so I will hear the first beat, I keep holding, I will hear a second beat. Okay, this is level 2, special program. Same password. This is the setup of the unit. Okay, so I can modify it between Fahrenheit and Celsius. I can change the language. So you have English, French, Dutch, German, Spanish,
Arabic.
Portuguese, not yet. This is Russian, I think.
English.
Okay.
Okay.
Do system initialization. This is like a reset. When you reset your phone. So if I need to reset the unit, I press down for 3 seconds, it will reset the unit.
Audio volume.
Audio volume,
That is maximum.
audio tone, okay. Sometimes in some stores, if you have multiple units, 2 or 3 or 4 units,
Different sound.
different sound for each unit. So the operator will know which unit.
Liquid.
Which type of oil you are using? Is it a solid shortening or liquid shortening. When you change this setting, it will affect the melt mode. When you put it on liquid, the melt mode is quicker. If it's on solid, it takes more time. Okay? Idle mode enabled, yes or no? What is my set point for idle mode?
Sa
250. So if I'm cooking at 350, it will go to 250.
So if I select idle or more idle mode, that's based on the usage. It will go into idle mode, right?
Now we set it to go to idle mode after each cook.
After each cook.
Lobat na ako. Galing na. Sino man? Kasi job is lobat na. Nagaling.
If I set it auto idle minutes, let's say after 30 minutes,
Yeah.
it will go after 30 minutes to idle mode. But now it's off because I chose to go to idle after each cook. So this is up to you to decide. But anyway, if the operator is using the unit will not. My first product now is done. I'm serving this product. In 2 or 3 minutes, I have a new customer coming in, and they ask for a new product. So I have to drop the basket again. So in 4, 5, 10 minutes, the oil will not drop to the idle sector. It needs more time. So if you have a busy restaurant, even if you put it after done, it will not go to, it will not be able to go to idle. Until you don't have any more customers, then it will cool down. So it's gonna be almost the same. Go idle at melt exit. So when I finish my melt mode, do I go to idle or do I go to set mode?
better idle because there's no
Better
customer.
idle because they turn on the unit
Yeah.
in the morning. So
Yeah, yeah.
there's no need to heat the oil until 350. Filter
Filter
tracking.
tracking.
Okay. We have two options. It's mixed off, global. If I set to off, the unit will never tell me to filter oil. If I set it to mixed, it will count each product individually by percentage. This is not very recommended. What's recommended is global.
Global.
So whenever I'm cooking, the unit will count this as a cook. You remember it was set on 4 cooks.
4 cooks.
Filter after 4. Okay, so if I use product number 1 2 times, product number 3 1 time, product number 6 1 time, I have to go to filtration. This is for
The
cooks.
machine will ask for filter.
The machine will ask for it. Global filter cycles, now it's set to 8.
Why?
Because the unit was set on mixed, so it was preset on mixed. After 4 cooks for product number 1, it will call for filtration. Now when I set it to global, it took the setting of 8, but you can modify it. You can put it on 6, you can put it on 4.
It's automatically on 8.
Yeah. Okay, so usually it's 6, not 4. 4 is a bit too much. It's always depending on the product. If the product is heavily breaded, it's better to filter after 4. Okay. If you are doing fresh breading and dumping directly after fresh breading, you need after 4 because too many breadings will fall into the oil. Lockout enabled, yes or no? When I set it to yes, after 6 cooks,
Lockout.
it will lock out.
No bottle.
Yeah, he will not be able to use the unit anymore until he does filtration. Usually we don't recommend to set this to yes because on rush hours we will have to skip You will filter later on. Otherwise, if you lock the unit, you will not be able to serve the customers. Product buttons, select, cook. Okay, so here I'm selecting how to use the computer when I need to drop a new product. I can press 1 and hit the timer button, or if I press 1, it will go directly to cooking mode. Okay, so it's either select or cook. If I set it to cook, whenever I press 1, it will start cooking. If I set it to 2, I have to select and then start. Okay, this is different on how the operator is used to do it. Clean out thinners. This is when you put water and you boil it. So you can also make a program for clean out. It's usually 15 minutes. Temperature 195 for the boil out because it's water, it's not oils.
Ampere reading.
This is the amps reading for the heaters. 80%. Low limit. This is the high limit. So, if I have an amp reading below 80%
Will sound.
or above 115%, it will signal an error here
Yeah.
to check the voltage.
Amperes too low, amperes too high.
That's it. Change manager code. One change in code.
No need to go.
Change usage code. So the manager code is for level 2, the usage code is for level 1. So it's better not to change any code because you will forget it later on. Change oil after cook cycles. So you can set after how many cooks I need to change my oil. It's an option included. What is recommended to be done is to get an oil tester. This is the only way to know if the oil is still good or not.
Here is the requirement. Already I didn't go by the tester, I just go by the doctor. We had all the testers and everything before. None of the
Anyway. Okay, this settings is change oil after how many cooks. Change oil after how many hours. I can say I need to change my oil after 100 hours, after 60 hours. I don't know. Yeah, so you can, it will give you just an alarm here. Change oil. That's it.
Can you use the same oil tester which you use for the other fans or you know the free thing you get the color wise? Can you use it?
Same concept. Now the most accurate will be the sensor. Because by the looks you cannot judge by the look. The color of the oil will be affected by the kind of product.
With all the stuff he showed that they go by the look.
If you are cooking fish in the oil, the color of the oil will stay bright all the time, but it will get damaged. That's it. So I go back to SP1. Okay, this is the end of number 2. To exit level 2, press and hold. Okay, so the unit is ready now. No, it's not ready yet, it's still wait. It's out of melt cycle. Now it's heating the oil.
But not yet ready. Because milk cycle is 260.
No. 6 times, that means I have 6 cooks before I filter. When I do the first cook now, it will tell me 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, until it will tell me filter. I didn't put the lockup. It will not shut off. I can skip. But every time I'm cooking again, it will remind me. Filter. It will keep reminding me. Whenever I do the filtration, it will reset. It will count again from 6. Okay, so it's still heating now. If I press info, this is the actual temperature. Okay.
314.
This is my set point. This is how many cooks are remaining.
350.
So, temperature, set point, how many cooks before filtration, how many filtration I have done today. 0, I haven't filtered yet. The filter average by cooks, it's 0 because I didn't cook, I didn't filter.
Ready. Di ba ano na set pa 350?
How many
350 ano
times
natin,
I
diba?
quit the cook?
Ano
If
ba
I
buhay pa
press
yan?
one, I
Iba
say
natin
stop,
yun.
and then I quit the cook. It will tell. This is for the manager to check how the operator is handling it. How many quit cooks per week? Oil is 0% used. The clock and the date. Now the unit is ready.
So basically every week it will tell you back how many units you sold. The weekly thing is just showed.
Oh, pwede na magluto.
You can see the
Ready na.
HP info. You can see it daily, and you can see the total.
May salamin pa, oh.
Not in the it's HP info. I will go into it later on. Okay, so now the unit is ready.
Ready for cooking.
Now we take the chicken.
Okay.
Where's the turkey? Where's the turkey?
30.
Yeah.
So, we got, now if we will cook, we will make the temperature according to our settings.
Di ba set point natin 350? Di ba baguhin pa natin yan? Kasi ang ano natin, lahat 350 ang ano eh. Yan, naka 330 lang eh.
But this machine we cannot bypass the cooking timer. We cannot bypass.
If you want to bypass it, you press. Okay. It went directly to idle. Okay. So now we chose the option of you press which product you need to cook, and then you start the timer. Okay. This is for the operator just to make sure that he chose the right button.
How about shortcut for boil? We have shortcut for boil this one.
Boiled out.
Boiled out. Shortcut.
The shortcut should be. No, it's not. It's depending on the software, so.
Siyempre, kasama ako.
Ha?
Kasama ako, siyempre.
Ah, yung pala intention mo. Hindi, ipupos eh. Ipupos niya. Harap mo na, hindi mo makikita. Side lang.
Bye-bye.
Hindi, kailangan matutok yung ano eh. Yung...
Ilang minuto na?
Ha?
Ilang minuto?
26.
Ha?
26.
Hanggang 30 lang, tapos kalala.
Tatakpan niya. Tatakpan niya ba?
Wala na. 10:30 na, 30. Bago na ulit. 30.